I'm going to be showing you guys how I get my leads. This is for the people who are interested in getting into the junk removal business or who are just curious about how I get calls and these leads, because my friends and family and even random people just ask me, how do I get these calls? How do I get these jobs? How do people just get in contact with me? So I'm going to be telling you guys that. And the first two apps I strongly recommend just to start off is definitely Nextdoor and Craigslist, because Nextdoor is amazing, especially if you're just starting off. Because let's be real, when you're just starting off, it depends on how you're advertising, but you're not going to be making tons of money. So you don't want to be spending this $400, $300 a month on advertisement when you're only bringing in half that. That just doesn't make sense. So just starting off, Craigslist and Nextdoor is definitely perfect, because I use Nextdoor like my Instagram. Like when I'm at dinner or hanging out with friends or even at the gym and stuff, I'll literally just start scrolling on Nextdoor looking for jobs, because there are people always looking for jobs on Nextdoor, just wanting stuff out of their house. People advertise all the time on Nextdoor. So it's really great, and especially building a community, a neighborhood community, because then the more you get jobs on Nextdoor and the more people that recommend you on Nextdoor, everybody's gonna know who you are. Because when people have junk, or say I have junk, right? I just wanna get stuff out of my garage, they're gonna be like, oh, I seen a couple recommendations on Nextdoor and this guy, he does junk removal, I'm gonna hit him up. So it's just word of mouth. I think it's really great. And Craigslist also, especially if you're not trying to spend a lot of money, like I was saying before, it only costs $5 for an ad on Craigslist. So spending $5 a day trying to get as much calls and jobs as you can in a day, I would just post as much on Craigslist as I can. Just $5 every day if you have the funds for it, and just go crazy on those two apps, because those are the best apps that you can use to save the most amount of money. And when you want to branch off to other advertisements, I will say Facebook is pretty good, because Facebook, people that are over the age of 25 and up are going to be wanting to look at your stuff. Because let's be real, I have Instagram, but I don't use Instagram to just post my live and everything like that. I use Instagram for my business, but also marketplace. But people who are 25, like I said, and up are going to be actually posting and seeing your post on there. So if they're interested, they're going to be giving you a call or a text asking for a quote and how much you charge, and possibly you can get that money. So I think that's really good. You can do Instagram, but I will say Instagram, I would not worry about Instagram right now. I would only do Instagram once you start branching off to more advertisement sites, because you don't want to do more for more, especially when you're starting off. You want to do less for more, because you don't want to be spending so much money on ads and you're not making enough to support those ads, or where you're starting to become really just tight on money just because you're spending a buttload on ads. That just doesn't make sense. You want to save as much money, so any problems come by for the business, you can pay for it. And also you got to pay for dump fees, and you also got to pay for gas. You got to take that into account. So you have to have a little bit of money to do all these ads, and that's why I recommend Nextdoor or Craigslist, because it's so cheap, because you don't have to pay anything to post on Nextdoor. And Craigslist, it's $5. What else are you going to put to that $5? A granola bar? Like, rather spend it on the business, right? Just for a quick little ad. So easy to make. I will say, your first time creating ads is not going to look great, but as long as you get it out there and people see it, that's all that matters. Once you start posting more ads over time, it will start to look good. And also, what really helps me is now it's 2025. You got AI. Literally, you can have AI. You can have AI make the ads for you. Obviously, make some tweaks to it, because some people are going to know. They're going to say, oh, this definitely is AI, or your wording and stuff like that. So you want to make a couple of tweaks to it. But to make your life easier, why not use AI to your advantage? That's why I'm saying we're so lucky nowadays, because we have AI to help us with our business or whatever we got going. We have AI just to assist us or just make our life easier, just time saver, complete time saver. So I would use AI just for a little bit of help, but if you're really confident with yourself, then yeah, just post it yourself. You don't need to use AI. Who cares? But I definitely recommend those. Or you can go old school and use these. These are my door hangers, and you can get them off of Vistaprint. You can get 750 for 160 bucks, which is pretty good. It's a grind though, but if you're not lazy and you really want to get after it, these work. It's an old method, but these actually work. Only thing that matters about these is you get them out and on people's doors. It doesn't matter even if they throw it away or they don't even see it. It's the fact that you have them on someone's door, so just in case, they may not need your services now, but they're gonna need them later. So that's all that matters. Get these out. I will say it does suck since it's summertime. It's hot. So, I mean, you'll be passing these out in like 80, 90 degree weather, but who really cares? If you're a hustler, then it doesn't really matter. You'll be out there for maybe 4 hours, 5 hours, depending on how long you want to pass out the flyers for, but it really does work, and people appreciate that because, I mean, I'm telling you, when I put these out, I don't see anybody putting up flyers anymore. It's crazy. I'm not even just saying that just to say that. Like, I'm around neighborhoods, Westminster, Denver, Arvada, all these neighborhoods, and I don't see anybody putting up flyers. So nobody, your competition is not doing this. Sure, they'll put up a little sign in the front, and I don't know, the median that you see on the street and stuff like that, the little stick-in signs, and you'll see that. That's good also, but sometimes people will pull those out just for fun, just wanting to be, you know, jackasses if they want, or sometimes your competition will pull those out. And it's a lot of money too. It's pretty expensive for those little signs. You wouldn't think they're expensive, but they are. These are going to be the best bang for your buck, and your competition, I guarantee you, if you actually go out there and put as many as you can up, it will work, because nobody's doing that. It's crazy. It's an old method, but it works. People actually call you after. They'll say, hey, I saw your flyer on my door. I have a couple things, like I want it gone. What is your rates, right? So, and it's really rewarding too, because you're out there in blazing hot weather putting up these door signs, and then you think like, man, I just did all that and no one's calling. It will pay off, because sometimes it takes a while for people just to go to their front door and look at if they have packages and stuff like that. So it does take a little bit of time, but it's really rewarding. So I'm telling you, nobody's doing this. So if you do it, you're going to be already different from your competition, because I really don't see anybody. When I'm out passing those, I don't see anybody else passing out flyers. So I think that's really good. And what you can do, if you want to be smart about it, if you see your mailman in the neighborhood, just ask him, say, yo, do you want to pass out these flyers? Are you able to pass out these little door hangers while you pass out your mail for me? I'll give you 50 bucks to do it. That just saves you so much time. That's 4 hours out of your day already gone. Or you could still do the 4 hours passing out the flyers and have the mailman do it. So now you're just putting out way more flyers instead of just putting out a certain amount, 4 hours, and then you got to do the next day. Stuff like that, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of a time saver. Or you can just have one of your families, brothers, or sisters just help you out and do it for you, just for more people to do it, because it does take a while going door to door and putting it up. But that's what I recommend just for starting off: Craigslist and Nextdoor. I'm telling you guys, it works. It definitely works. And especially if you guys are trying to save money. You don't want to spend so much money on ads when you're barely bringing in money. That just doesn't make sense, and I don't want you guys just to be in shambles because you're spending so much on ads and then you guys are just not really getting jobs. I mean, it doesn't make sense. So just less for more. You don't want to do more for more right now. Once you actually start getting that cash flow, that money coming in, a bunch of jobs coming in, then you could start thinking about more for more. But when you're just starting off, less for more is definitely the way to go.